Good morning, ladies. I do hope this video find you doing well and in good spirits. Our self-awareness lesson for the day, January the 29th. Let's read that together. We read out of the Acts of Faith by Alina Van Zant. Do I keep saying her name different every day? I'm sorry if I do. Alina Van Zant. Very good book. January the 29th. If you don't sell your head, no one will buy it. This is a Yoruba proverb. Now the commentary goes on to say, we are capable of directing and determining the outcome of any and every situation we face through the power of thought. Yet, since many of us do not realize our true power, we cannot realize the truth of the statement. No one can do anything or make you do anything unless you let them. The key is to be honest with yourself and others at all times. Keep your thoughts focused on the best possible outcome for everyone involved, and never allow yourself to be pushed where you do not choose to be. If someone calls you a grape, you probably won't respond. But if that same person refers to you as a coon or a spade, you will most likely hold them responsible for your reaction. No one but you can ever be held accountable for what you do. How you respond in any given situation is purely a reflection of what you think, what is in your head. When someone does or says something you believe is offensive, do yourself a favor. Don't sell your head. And that is so true. I mean, that's how I have tried to live my life. I evaluate every situation that can come my way. And sometimes you have to do that in a split second. Because somebody can say something and do something. But if you already have it in your head that you are a phenomenal, that you are a loving person, that deserves to do better, have better, a person that deserves to be on the street and live your life, you're not going to go and shoot somebody. You're not going to react where it could get you and your family in a very, very bad situation. And with everything else, relationships, buying a home, buying clothes. You know, you have to ask yourself, is it the possible good outcome of buying this? Do I really need this? And also you have to ask yourself, how am I going to be treated if I buy this? Because sometimes we buy clothes that give off the wrong message. And we can't help. You can't help what other people think. But you can help what other people have you thinking. Because if you're buying this real nice, real revealing outfit, and are you going to get offensive if somebody says something? So, and see, you have to be, like it says, we have to be accountable for what we think about and how we react. So, so when someone does something that you believe is offensive, do yourself a favor and don't sell your head. It says, it's what's inside my head that counts. Right. And that's the way we have to look at life. You don't go worry about what somebody's saying about what you got on or your size or whatever. It's about what's in your head. Because we have to realize when we were born, that was the most important thing, and it should stay that way. We should not let other things in our environment take that away. Now, as we did before, the word for the day is accountable. Now, accountable, we have to be accountable for our actions. So that is what we are going to be working on. Accountable means liable, to be called to account, answerable to a superior, which is ourselves. We have to be accountable to ourselves. Accountability, the state of being liable to answer for one's conduct, liable to give account and to receive reward or punishment for our actions. So that's what we're going to be, accountable for our actions, and realizing that every action gets a reward. It could be a reward of punishment, or it can be an award for something good. And we should always reward ourselves. Every time we do something good, we should take an accountability of that and say, you know what, at the end of the week, I'm going to reward myself to a good movie, go to a good movie, go out to dinner, or take a trip, or something. You know, because we are our greatest asset. And let's get to the quote for the day. Never shrink one simple duty. Earn your honors, earn your rest. That is responsibility for being accountable. Don't forget your duty. Everything we do comes with an accountability. Especially with us women, we are accountable from giving birth, bringing life into this world. And we have the responsibility of taking care of that child. And also the father, but the mother have to nurture that baby from day one. We have to make sure we take in the right nourishment so that baby can be nourished right. We have to make sure that we are in a safe environment so nothing can happen to that child. We are the number one accountability to bringing that child into this world. And also, this is the seriousness of accountability. This is something that Bessie Coleman said. She was the first black aviator. That's what they say. I have a problem with saying first, because we don't know. A lot of things are not written down, so we don't know who's the first. But for now, we're gonna, she's the first black aviator. I knew we had no aviators, neither men nor women, and I knew the race needed to be represented, so I thought it my duty to risk my life to learn aviation and encourage flying among men and women of our race. Now, she took on that accountability to risk her life, in which it did eventually take her life. But she didn't let that stop her. She wanted to be the person to represent her race. And we should do the same thing. We have to take it upon ourselves to take risks, to get out there and do something, make a change when we see change is needed. And also represent our family. Be out there representing, this is the Taylor family. We are doing what we need to do to make this a better world, a better community, and to carry on for my children and your children, to have someone to look up to also make paths where there's none. So that is the seriousness of being accountable. Because we have to be accountable for ourselves, our family, our community, our race, our nation, and the world. Okay, thank you ladies for listening. I really appreciate it. And we are going to be reminded of some Little Life's Instructions book that we seem to forget the little things in life that gives us, all of us, a lot of pleasure. Compliment 3 people every day. Have a dog. Watch a sunrise at least once a year. Remember other people's birthday. Overtip the breakfast waitress. Have a firm handshake. Look people in the eye. Say thank you a lot. Say please a lot. Learn to play a musical instrument. Sing in the shower. Use the good silver. Learn to make great chili. Plant flowers every spring. And own a great stereo system. And be the first to say hello. Live beneath your means. Drive inexpensive cars, but own the best house you can afford. Buy great books, even if you never read them. Now that's just a few, and we will continue to look into that. Thank you, and have a very great day.
Bye.